Good afternoon, and welcome to all those joining us today for a memorable announcement from Calvert Hall College High School and Loyola Blakefield. Special thanks to members of the media who are present with us and for all those tuning in around the country. My name is Travis Fruling, a proud member of the Calvert Hall class of 2019.
And my name is Marlo Laxon, Loyola Blakefield class of 2020. Travis and I are pleased to host today's joint press conference, which delivers exciting announcements regarding the annual Turkey Bowl, the longest-running Catholic high school Thanksgiving Day football rivalry in the nation. This afternoon, you will hear from representatives from both schools as we officially kick off a year celebrating the collective pride of the Cardinal and Dons nations.
What makes this year so special is that we are celebrating the playing of the 100th Turkey Bowl. This series has seen streaks, upsets, and routs during the 99 times the Cardinals and the Dons have faced off. Many can recall Marsiglia's walk-off kick or Loyola's 11-game win streak. 100 years is truly a historic mark, and this November will be a meaningful matchup for both school communities and the region at large to be a part of.
To put this into perspective, here are a few other things hitting the century mark this year. The rotary dial telephone service, the Treaty of Versailles marking the end of World War I, the 19th Amendment granting all women the right to vote,
the pop-up toaster, the Green Bay Packers-Chicago Bears rivalry, the tenure of former Calvert Hall football coach and current mathematics faculty member, Augie Maselli. I'm just kidding. He's only taught at Calvert Hall for like 60 years now. Now it is my pleasure to introduce our first speaker, Brother John Kane, president of Calvert Hall.
Thank you, Travis. I'd like to first begin by thanking Matt Dowd and Ed Callahan for allowing us to be here. It was a no-brainer when we said we need a logo for this game because, like so many things in Baltimore, there's a bit of a split, that you have a Calvert Hall person and a Loyola person in the same business. If you ever look at the program on Turkey Day, at the Turkey Bowl, lots of different businesses highlight their Calvert Hall graduates and their Loyola graduates. So we're really proud to be here. You know, on behalf of Calvert Hall, 100 is a long time, and we begin our 175th year next year. We haven't quite played that long. We mentioned Augie Maselli. Imagine that there's one person in this room who has been at 60 of the 100 games. I don't know that anyone else is going to be able to say that. But there certainly are people that have been associated with this game for a long, long time. And one of the things that I hope we also understand, this is a fierce rivalry between Loyola and Calvert Hall. It's far more than that. This is far more than a game. This is about two communities who have coexisted, friendly most of the time, in this city and in this region for a long time, bringing a Catholic education, an Ignatian education at Loyola, and a LaSallian education at Calvert Hall, to young men who have gone on to represent their schools and be successes in so many different walks of life. The city of Baltimore is better for these two schools being here. And to have a rivalry like this on Thanksgiving Day is tremendous. So we're proud to be a part of that. We are proud of all the success that has occurred at these schools. We're most proud, though, of our graduates and what they have continued to represent in this world and who we are. We all want to win, and as we know, there's been a lot of back and forth. And certainly on that day and coming up in November, it will be an interesting game. But again, we're always more proud of the way the young men have historically represented these two great institutions. And so again, thank you to all of our media for being here, and thank you again to Ed and Matt for allowing us to come here, but also what you're going to see in a couple minutes we think is a great design. So thank you again very much.
Thank you, Brother John. We will now hear from Mr. Anthony Day, president of Loyola Blakefield.
Thanks, Marlo. And thanks, everybody, for being here today. And thanks for those of you who have tuned in via the live stream. We're extremely excited to be here to kick off the celebration of the 100th Turkey Bowl. The Turkey Bowl is a tradition that we not only share within the Loyola community, but that we share with members of the Calvert Hall community and the greater Baltimore region at large. It's a tradition that goes back 100 years, and we're so excited and proud to be a part of it. And as we await that day that the Loyola Dons and the Calvert Hall Cardinals will play that 100th game on Thanksgiving morning, we also need to remember that, as Brother John said, this is so much more than just a game. It's about a proud tradition that we honor each and every year. And that proud tradition was started and continues forward with players and coaches who have made us who we are and what this tradition is all about. And it's also about those who have made this an annual tradition in their families on Thanksgiving Day. And really, when you get right down to it, the 100th Turkey Bowl and the 100 games that have been played, it's all about family. Families in red, families in blue, and some families who find themselves somewhere in between. It's all about enjoying the day. It's all about enjoying one another's company and this wonderful rivalry. And so on behalf of the Loyola Blakefield community, I look forward to celebrating this wonderful and momentous tradition with all of you. Roll Dons. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Day. At this time, we're excited to unveil the Turkey Bowl 100 logo to the public for the very first time. Designed in partnership with Planet Advertising, the Turkey Bowl 100 logo will serve as a focal point in the celebration of this exciting milestone.
The new logo will be featured on amazing memorabilia, promotional items, and apparel that will be available for purchase through the Loyola and Calvert Hall stores beginning as early as the end of this press conference. Now, without further ado, Brother John and Mr. Day, will you please do us the honor of revealing the new logo for Turkey Bowl 100?
Now to say a few words, our head coach, Donald Davis, class of 1996, who holds a 9-3 record on Thanksgiving Thursday. Coach Davis?
Thank you. Wow. What an outstanding opportunity this is, not only for our school, but for Loyola Blakefield and for the greater Baltimore community. Just as Mr. Day said, I stand before you extremely humbled to have the opportunity to stand in the shoes that the great Augie Maselli stood in, the great Joe Brune, who are both here, having the opportunity to play for Lou Eckrell and to play and coach against Brant Hall. Those opportunities, along with the opportunity to coach against Anthony Zayu, have just been a blessing for me. Coaching against these young men from Loyola and coaching the young men from Calvert Hall has just been outstanding. That's what this rivalry means to me for our school community. It's so much bigger, as they said, than just playing a football game. Everyone is able to join in the fun and the festivities, just as we are today, sharing the release of this logo. I'm thankful. I'm blessed. I look forward to the next couple months. I hope that everybody gets behind it, gets excited about one of the greatest rivalries in our country. God bless you all. Go Hall.
Now we will hear a statement from Loyola's head coach, Anthony Zayu. Mr. Zayu is going into his 3rd year as head coach and his 5th year as a history teacher at Loyola. Take it away.
Thank you, Marlo. First of all, I just want to I'm thankful for everyone for being here today. Thank you to Planet Advertising for hosting us here. When I first moved to Maryland, people told me about the magnitude of the Turkey Bowl, and to be honest with you, I didn't quite understand it. I'd never been a part of any rivalry to this degree before, and since I've been in Maryland, it's been unbelievable to just be a part of the Loyola Blakefield community. Coaching in this game, the first time I did it was eye-opening how many people get excited and how many people started showing up to campus the weeks leading up to the game. And it really shows you how much pride exists in our communities. And I think this is a wonderful way to celebrate high school football. These kids work extremely hard. And one of the things that I'm most proud to be a part of the game is just that, to celebrate their accomplishments on the field, to celebrate their accomplishments off the field as well. Loyola Blakefield and Calvert Hall are 2 great institutions. You walk around this town, you meet plenty of people who represent both institutions, and I am just so blessed to be affiliated with our school, to coach this football team. It is an honor every day, truly, to work with these young men. So once again, I hope everyone is excited. We're still a few months out, but you know what? The work has already begun. Film's already being watched, preparations being made, and we are getting ready to play a great football game on Thanksgiving morning. So we hope to see you all there. Roll Dons roll.
I'm now pleased to introduce Khalil Glover, class of 2020, to speak from the player's perspective.
I'm Khalil Glover. I'm a junior middle linebacker at Calvert Hall College, and I'm playing in the 100 Turkey Bowl. What it means to me is, for the most part, this playing a tradition game that is like bigger than you. So, yeah. One of my favorite memories about playing in the Turkey Bowl is my freshman year, hearing my name called on the PA system at M&T. So that was pretty big to be a freshman and experience that in front of other fans and the good people that celebrate this rivalry in Baltimore.
Thank you.
And now, a word from Loyola's quarterback and all-around athlete, Jordan Moore, class of 2021.
I'm Jordan Moore, class 21, sophomore. This will be my second. I played in 2 Turkey Bowls, so this next year will be my third. And me and my teammates, we know how big this game is for all the communities, Loyola and Calvert Hall. I have confidence in my guys, and Thanksgiving Day, you know, we're planning on pulling out the win. Thank you.
Thank you, Khalil and Jordan, for speaking on behalf of the Cardinals and the Dons. Another partnership will take place between both schools to commemorate Turkey Bowl 100 this October. Past and present members of the Loyola and Calvert Hall football teams, alongside coaches, friends, and enthusiasts from the greater Baltimore area, are invited to attend an evening reception to celebrate the rich 100 years of Turkey Bowl tradition. This event will take place at the Valley Mansion in Hunt Valley on Friday, October 11th. Tickets are now available on the Calvert Hall and Loyola websites. Guests will be treated to an elegant yet casual evening of great food, fellowship, and festivities. We look forward to seeing all of you there.
In preparation for the upcoming historic event, Calvert Hall and Loyola Blakefield have spent the past year collaborating with local sports writer and historian Nelson Coffin to create the Turkey Bowl 100 book. This must-read will tell the story of the Thanksgiving tradition set against the backdrop of local and global events from the past century. Additionally, the book will include anecdotes from current and past players, coaches, and attendees. A book release date and the opportunity to pre-order the keepsake will be announced in July. Turkey Bowl 100 is sure to be a memorable occasion, highlighted with many celebratory opportunities. Also, don't forget that Turkey Bowl 100 merchandise is available now at both school stores and online. Thank you to everyone who spoke today, to those in attendance, and to those who tuned in to this live stream. My name is Travis Fruling.
And I'm Marlo Laxon. Have a great day, everybody.